A very good evening, my dear friends. So today in this SBNB series, we'll be discussing one of the most important mission for this year's examination, and that can be asked both in prelims and the mains. So we'll discuss everything that can be asked in your examination, right? So what is this scheme or what is this mission? This mission is your national mission on natural farming, right? So we'll discuss all these things just within 3-4 minutes, right? What are the important things you should know for this examination? And nobody, I think, have told you till now all these things related to this mission. So what are the things you should know about this? So you might be knowing that natural farming, right? Natural farming is right now very important. If we club this with organic farming, right? Natural farming and organic farming, basically it differs that natural farming, all the resources comes from the field itself. But in case of your natural organic farming, the inputs can be from outside. But in natural farming, the all the resources comes from the field within, right? So manures, whatever it's required, comes from the field within. Now, how this mission is important for this year, we will be knowing that what are the important things that can be asked. Now, why this natural mission, right, is very important. Natural farming mission is very important because of first is the rising expenditure of the government of India. The fertilizer subsidy bill for 23-24 is 175099 crore. So this data is itself important that can be asked in your examination, that fertilizer subsidy bill is how much for this budget, right? 23-24. So this is this much, 175099 crore. This is very important. So government wants to bring down this expenditure. Right now, the second is India's climate change commitments, and to achieve the SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals, we have to do all these things, right? So this is also one of the most important factors why we have launched this scheme. The soil health degradation, and our Prime Minister has talked about multiple number of times that how the degraded soil will be restored. So for this also, we have launched this natural farming mission, right? Now, you might be knowing that earlier in organic farming, we have studied last year, that is BPKP, right, scheme, that is Bharatiya Prakritik Krishi Paddhati Yojana, which has been upscaled, right? It is not renamed but upscaled. The term is upscaled. This scheme has been upscaled with the help of budget allocation of 459 crores to new mission called as National Mission on Natural Farming. So how, what new things it will bring on, right? So it will bring on behavioral change and nudge effect to the farmers so that they have a change in their attitude. They will move from the chemical based agriculture to organic or natural mission or natural way of farming. Next is capacity building. Capacity building is very important, which will be focused inside this scheme, right? And this too will help in what? This too will help in achieving the FAO's strategic framework 2231. This is again important, right? This year. What is this? We'll discuss in next SBNB series, right? Now, next, what are the components? The component you must know of this natural farming, right? Natural farming mission. So first is adoption of diversified multiple cropping system, various botanical combinations that you will be using. Desi cow is the prime important focal point of this schemes, which will help us to get the nutrient from our field itself. Pre-monsoon dry sowing, which will include your green manures as well, green manures. So these four components are very important. If they ask you directly in descriptive also, so you can write all these forms in your natural mission scheme, right? Now, next thing, what is the hierarchy? What is the administrative structure of overall scheme? That you should also know. So it will operate at both national level and state level. So national level, it will be headed by National Steering Committee, that we call in short as NSC, which will be headed by chairman. Who is chairman? The Minister of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare in the center will be its chairman. Next, the working of this committee will be seen upon the ground level. The National Executive Committee, which will be headed by Additional Secretary, Integrated Nutrient Management Division. Next, below this will be your National Mission Headquarters, which will be headed by your Joint Secretary, INM. Now, this is the national format, and at state level, it will work towards that national farming mission at state level, and this will be headed by what? State level sanctioning committee. Who will head this? Principal Secretary or Agriculture Secretary of the state. Below this will be state level executive committee, similar to this national level only. Below this, it will be working as state project management team, right? State project management team, which will provide the technical guidance and effective monitoring, right? This can be asked in your examination, that which of the following will provide technical guidance and monitoring. So PMT will provide it. Below this will be a regional local center of excellence, right? Regional local center of excellence, which will be promoted by this. And at block level, it will be handed over to Gram Panchayat, will see how it's working on overall scheme, right? And this block level, at block level by Gram Panchayat, farmer field schools will be opened, FFS, that will look for the capacity building that we were talking about, right? And this lastly, this farmer field schools, after building the capacity, they will help in formation of natural farming clusters. This is again very important. So this is overall hierarchy, and SC will meet twice a year. This can be also your objective question for the examination. Lastly, who are the knowledge partners related with this mission? So there are two knowledge partners, basically major. The first is Manage Hyderabad, and next is your NACOF, National Center for Organic and Natural Farming, Ghaziabad. So these are the important points that are most important for your examination point of view. Thank you, my dear friends. Bye-bye.